What's up, YouTube? It's Kenny again. Today I want to talk about what I did in reference to the big bet I'm making in the stock market that I talked about the other day. I'm going to tell you what I did, what I bought, what I sold, and we're going to see how it works out over time. Also, first I want to talk about what's going on in the EV market. Woo, guys, hit that subscribe button. Hit subscribe so you can see how my bet works out. See if I can double my money in the next 6 months. And give me a like on this video if you enjoy it. Really helps out, guys. You know, just hit that subscribe button. So the EV market, guys, I really hope that none of my subscribers got caught up in all that hype of well, we're going to hold these stocks forever. And I'm going to hold NIO forever. And I'm going to hold XPeng forever. And I hope you guys didn't get caught up in all that. You know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Take your profits. Secure them profits. Make them permanent. I hope none of y'all got caught up in it, really. I hope that all y'all were able to get out, still being up. And if you're not out of these stocks yet and you're still up, I would encourage you to take your profits. Okay? Take the win. Take the win. Even if it's 5%, take the win. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a truck driver, smart guy, good instincts. But we're going to see on this bet if I've got good instincts. We're going to see. You know, we're going to see. So with the EV market, man, it is just getting hammered and hammered, okay? All of these YouTube channels have been just pumping them and pumping them and pumping for the last month or so. And today's dump day. Today is dump day. All right. Yesterday had a big pullback. This morning in the pre-market, man, this shit is just getting hammered to fuck. All right. So why? Why is it getting hammered like this? Well, first of all, first thing I would say is that anytime you see a whole bunch of YouTube channels just this stock, and that stock starts going 40%, 60%, 80%, 100%. Take your fucking profits, guys. That shit does not last forever. Take your profits. When the plays that I've made were in and out plays, man. I saw NIO starting to really pop. Waited for a dip, got in at 40, sold at 48. That was it. Out. You know, the couple of little SPAC plays that I made little quick in and outs on. SBE, now I still have SBE in my Webull account, but see, I bought that stock at $20, so it's down like 25%. I'm still up like $7 in that stock, and I've only got a really small position in it over there on my Webull account. I just buy stuff that I do plan to hold for a really long time, and I just started doing that. I've got the like 5 shares of SBE or something. It's $100 worth, and then I got $100 worth of NNDM at $5 a share. So that account's up significantly. I've only got $200 in there, but I stayed away from all this. Oh, I'm going to buy this and hold it for 5 years. Shit on these stocks, you know. Now, if I would have got in at a really low price, you know, then maybe I'd still be holding. You know what I mean? But all these guys been buying in this $20, $30 range and stuff, you know, if you can find a point where you're up and get out, guys. Just take your profits, all right? So why are they falling, all right? So first of all, the first little thing that happened, give me a second here. The first little thing that happened was that Nikola, which is kind of a scam of a company, if you ask me. There was some deal they were trying to get with GM and it fell through. And that kind of started it. Okay, and that pulled the Hyliion back. And then another company, I think it was Candy, they were found to have been inflating their numbers and basically cooking their books. And that contributed to it, okay? And then now we've got this bill. Okay, there's this bill that's about to get voted on. It's either happening today or it's happening real soon, okay? And what this bill is going to do is it's going to tell all these Chinese companies, hey, you know, you have got to be accountable for these numbers that you're putting out. And if we don't have a way to regulate you or to make sure that you're putting out accurate numbers, then we're going to delist you from the stock market. Okay? Now, I don't think once it passes, I'm pretty confident it's going to pass. I don't believe it's going to actually take effect for like a year. But I'm telling you right now, guys, a lot of the EV stocks are out of China. Li, XPeng, NIO. There's something else about they don't really like them if they're government backed or something like that, and the NIO's government backed, maybe XPeng too. You know, you've got all these companies out of China that there's the potential they could be pulled off the stock market, and you won't even be able to trade them no more. But like I said, that's probably about a year down the road before that would actually take effect. So it gives plenty of time in the interim. But just the news of things like this and all these news stories spiraling downwards over the last few days or week or whatever it's been, they're getting hammered, guys. Hammered to shit. And I'm sure if you're in them or if you're watching the stock market, you're seeing what's happening. I mean, they're just, the bottom's falling out of it. Whenever you see that, whenever you see these stocks jumping that much, you know, you got to know that. You know, I've said it over and over. Secure your profits. Make profits permanent. All right, so enough about the EVs, guys. Just be careful. Pay attention. You know, don't just walk away from it and forget it for a month. You come back and you lost all your money. Be careful with it. So what did I do on this bet? Guys, once again, I want you to hit that subscribe button, like the video, keep track. We'll see what happens. We'll see if my instincts are better than all these people who've been saying to hold these EV stocks forever. All right? Because I didn't. Made my little profits in a few of them, and that was it. All right, so the big bet. So it went down, guys. All right, on Monday. First thing I did was I sold out of my 2 ETFs. So I had about $1,500 in ARK, ARKK, and about $1,500 in TAN, TAN. Sold both of those. I made about $180 profit on ARK and about a $240, $260 profit on TAN. All right, somewhere around there. Sold both of those. I got out of THCB, all right? I got out of it just a tiny bit up. I think I made $2 or something, but hey, green's green, profits are profits. So I got out of that when I freed that up, all right? That was Monday. I held on to NNDM. I've held on to that. I still have it. It's down just a hair, but I'm still liking that one. I got unlucky and an offering happened and it dropped, but it's going to recover. Anyway, so then yesterday I saw what was starting to go on with the EV market, and I went ahead and sold my Tesla. I got out of it at about $584 for about a $270, $280 profit. And since then, this morning, it's down in the 260s. So that was a smart decision, I believe. And then I made my bets, guys. I placed my bets. So what did I buy? I bought 100 shares of Carnival Cruise Lines at $20.50 a share. I got lucky because it was a red day. It was pulling back. It might have been Monday. It was Monday or yesterday. It was pulling back pretty good. and I felt pretty good about the prices I got in at. They're both a little bit down right now, but you know we're looking longer term with these. So anyway, 100 shares of Carnival Cruise Lines at $20.50. Then I bought 100 shares of Norwegian Cruise Lines at $23.18. And then I bought 50 shares of Cinemark movie theaters at $16. All right. So all in all, I put $5,168 into this bet. My account, you know, that leaves me about $1,100 or $1,200 to play around with while I'm waiting on it. That's assuming I don't put any more money in there right now. So that's a big old chunk of my account, guys. Like, that's more money than I have physically put into that account. But I really think it's going to pay off. I really do. So why? Why do I think it's going to pay off? All right. First of all, when the news came out about the vaccine trials a few weeks ago, all right, a bunch of stocks in the stock market jumped. Cinemark, which I bought again, is one of them. And I made a good profit on that. And it's kind of why I felt okay about buying some more of it, because I've already made about $1,000, and then plus sold for a couple $100 profit before on it. So, you know, I'm already up about $1,200 or something, $1,100, $1,200 on that stock. So anyway, so when that news came out, a bunch of stocks started recovering. All right, you got airlines and restaurants, and you know, a lot of these what I would call recovery plays have started to come back. And so when you look at them, like you see this big V-shaped kind of recovery that's coming back slow, and when you look at the highs of where they were before it happened, and then you look at where they're trading at now, there's not that much of a profit in there. I mean, there is some. You will make some profit if you buy those stocks, all right? But if you look at the cruise lines, guys, there's like 200% from where they are now to where they need to be where they were before all this started. You know what I mean? So, I mean, there's just so much profit to be had there. And why is that? Well, because they let you go back to the restaurants, they let you go back in the airplanes, but they didn't let you go back on the cruise ships, all right? There was a no sail order in effect. And so these companies have not been able to recover. But the no sail order has now been lifted, and they have to go through this certain process where they come up with a plan of how they're going to keep passengers safe, all right? And they're already having talks, and they had a big summit and all this stuff, and invited all these really smart people to try to figure out ways that they can sail safely. And so they're about to start sailing again, okay? It's coming pretty soon. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be limited, you know, but the point is that when the news comes out that they're about to start sailing again, there we go, it's going to start jumping. Then on top of that, the other catalyst is the vaccines are coming. I mean, you know, we saw with the 95% effectiveness trials and everything, and then they've already said they're fast tracking it. And then there was supposed to be some type of a meeting or some type of a get together either yesterday or today maybe, where they're going to be talking about who's going to get the vaccine first. So in other words, it's getting fast tracked. Right now, it's just a matter of how they're going to start rolling it out, okay? So they're probably going to start vaccinating the hospital workers and stuff like that first, you know, first responders. And then once they're able to produce enough, they're going to start vaccinating the general public. And when that happens, we get news, here we go, we're vaccinating people. These cruise lines, they're going to jump. I mean, you know, it's going to happen. And since they have this whole 200% to get back to where they were, we only need half that. I only need it to just come back 50%, and I'll double my money. And I believe it's going to happen. I believe that it's going to happen, and I believe it's going to happen in a faster time frame than 6 months. You know, I say 3 to 5 months, 3 to 6 months, and I'm only really like projecting 80%. Like, This is YouTube. I want some accountability. I'm just saying, my plan is to get at least 80% in the next 3 to 6 months, okay? Or I think I said 3 to 5 months, okay? 80%. I think I'm going to do better than that. And, you know, hit that subscribe button to stick around and see. Now, what that means for me, okay? I've only been doing this, you know, not very long. And I've only put $4,000 into my account. So I'm putting more into that bet than I've actually even put into the account. So I've already made about 60%. It's a little bit less. You know, I've turned $4,000 into $6,300 and something over these past 5 months. So if I'm able to double the money that I've put into this bet, then I will have tripled my money in my account in less than a year. That's the goal, guys. I'll be happy if I even, you know, if I even just get 50% on this bet. You know what I mean? But I bet you I'm going to get 100. Stick around and find out. Keep track of me. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.